Duran, Wemby on the center circle, and
could they start out on Wemby?
Well, there's not many guys that make Duran look small, but Wemby just towers him. That's incredible.
Vassell, long range, bottoms.
Not a bad way to start right there.
I love using him as a back screener because the way that he can shoot the basketball, Wemby to the rim is always a threat. You use Vassell to screen, he cashes out from the top.
Inside, Duran for two.
And that's the way you go with the shot blocker. Duran just getting right to the chest of Victor Wembanyama.
And expect to see that a lot. They're going to go at him. He's going to be touched on both sides of the floor tonight.
Ooh, foul is called.
Able to get that nice little soft touch.
Castle, skip pass, Vassell sets his feet and drills another from downtown.
2 in a row, great job. Castle not over dribbling. Just making a nice little quick pass to the corner.
Well, Detroit is going to load up. That's the weapon that Wemby is off the ball because you know he's rolling to the rim. Those skip passes across the floor are going to be there for San Antonio.
Absolutely.
Clock for the Pistons. Hand off to Robinson. Robinson rolling to the rim, puts it up and off. Rebound secured by Fox. Fox ahead to Castle. Castle can't hit the leg. This is Cunningham. The runner from the free throw line bounces off the heel, and Wembanyama gets it ahead to Fox.
So far, this speed is being played at Spurs pace.
Vassell has been red hot early, and it continues.
Absolutely. They might have to get a hand up on him. He's gotten 3 good looks out here, not even contested.
But Austin, his minutes have been a little bit down. Only 24 minutes a game. He's only been taking 7 shots a game. What a start for him.
And that's a layup on 99% of other teams. But just Wemby being out there contesting, he even altered the... Look at him run around.
Well, I mean, and just the way he towers. And Michael, you kind of brought this up in our pregame meeting. He makes plays every day where you're like, man, that is not normal.
Got a rejection on Cunningham there, out of bounds. It'll be sent into Bain. Wembanyama!
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely.
90% of everybody else in the league has to bring
2 more to complete the round of world. I got you.
Well, guys, as you can imagine, JB Bickerstaff pretty animated in that huddle. Not good enough across the board by Detroit defensively, whether that's the point of attack, their pressure, their help defense of being to the ball, even to their execution of the coverage. On the offensive side, he felt like they had gone up weak on some of these takes. He said if we don't get to the body and get to the free throw line and we want to go up weak, they're putting that thing to the glass.
Probably they've missed their last 6 shots. That's a foul.
They're going to come out here and try to set the tone. And that's what Cade Cunningham is doing on that play.
Wembanyama for 3. Good.
And that's how you respond. You don't, and we talked to the coach before the game. We don't need to make this a slugfest. That's their MO. We're going to play our game, Spurs basketball, not respond. And that's how you do it right there.
Well, I really liked, Austin, the way that Mitch Johnson talked about being a boxer that's agile and beating a heavyweight in that manner. That's how they want to play.
Fox can't hit.
And I'm going to tell you right now, they better figure this out and get back on defense. This can get ugly real quick. They've gotten a good look every single time down the floor.
Tobias Harris,
and on the other hand, they're forcing these tough middies, Robbie.
Well, and it's Wembanyama is affecting everything at the basket. And you're right, Austin. It's forcing Detroit into the toughest shot in basketball.
Harris gonna put it up over Wembanyama. No, Duran.
But even Duran right there hurried up quickly because he thought Wemby was going to be back. You're absolutely right, Robbie.
Talk about Jalen Duran. He did not waste any time getting back to form. At Chicago, 26-13. They need his physicality here tonight against Wembanyama.
Fans wanted a double dribble. Castle can't hit the midi, and Duran with the ball.
Man, Detroit they have ramped up this physicality already. They are touching Wemby, bumping him. Look at Wemby right now.
This is Robinson. No.
If you guys heard JB in the huddle, there'd be no surprise at why this effort and physical nature has been ramped up.
Cunningham with the rejection. Pistons running. Robinson on the move. Kick out. Cunningham for 3. Yes.
I love the initial surge there. Duncan Robinson, just by getting close to that baseline, he has taken everybody with him. And Cade Cunningham now 15 of his last 29 from 3.
Champagny over to Castle. Nearly lost the handle, and he does, but the whistle blows for a foul.
Listen, we gotta.
And he got the steal. Cunningham down the lane, spinning, no, and tipped up and in.
That's a heck of an effort by Duren. First the steal, then running the floor. Not assuming that's going to go. There's been no
physicality. They're drenched in it. It's part of that Detroit versus everybody. It's
one generation of bad boys. Fox got free for the leg.
I can promise you guys that the 5 guys on the floor for the Pistons felt like it, and it was vocalized in that last huddle to continue to challenge the toughness of the Spurs. Take their temperature and see how much they want of this.
Cunningham.
Look at Castle.
Closely by Castle.
Absolutely.
Robinson from deep.
With Wemby in that little drop there, if you can pick off the on-ball defender, that could be a look for Duncan Robinson. Wemby a little bit back, and Robinson just coming off and letting that fly.
Yeah, something he's improved on, Robbie. He came off a pick. That was off the dribble.
Duren nearly got another steal, but got wrist.
Efficient from the field and from 3.
Minutes have increased with the absence of Isaiah Stewart. Vassell can't hit. Cunningham the board.
Good defense there, though, by Ron Holland. He checks in the game, and immediately it's glued to Vassell.
Thompson will out of control, throw it away. Fox navigating traffic to the rim. No. Tipped up and off. And Reed the rebound.
Detroit fortunate there. Nobody stopped the ball. De'Aaron Fox with that strong left hand got all the way there, Austin.
Yes, he did. They're so worried about Wemby and the lob threat.
Oh, Reed can't hit from the corner. And this is Keldon Johnson with the handle. Working on Reed.
It's a big body right there.
Hook shot, no. Robinson crashing the glass.
A really nice job by Duncan Robinson of coming down there and cleaning that play up.
Holland, buckets, and the foul. And he makes it a one-point ball game. San Antonio led by 12 moments ago. The rookie, Dylan Harper, out there. Luke Cornett seeing his first action of the night. Castle in the paint. And blocked from behind by Reed. Holland comes out of there with it. Detroit running. Holland to the right.
What a finish.
Lead of the ball game for the Detroit Pistons.
I love the mindset that he comes into this game with, Mike. Because, and you know that minutes sometimes can be tough to come by because of the way the starters play for Detroit. But Ron Holland is not messing around. He checks in, and he is hooping immediately.
Absolutely. And that's kind of been the Pistons' MO all year, whether it's been Jenkins, Holland, Green. They just, that's a beautiful move. My goodness.
Beautiful finish by the rookie.
Good patience there. Got to his strong hand right under the rim. Nice little English. No glass, too.
Reed won't take the 3. We'll hand it off to Cunningham. Cunningham, pocket pass to Reed. Stripped by Cornett. Up ahead to Johnson. Johnson will attack LeVert. Can't. Oh, it will scroll in.
That is a fullback.
Oh, my goodness.
And he is a tank. He embraces the physicality of the game. There's no question about that.
Holland for 3.
Wow. He's got something going now.
He was just 2 for his last 21 3-pointers over the course of his last 8 games.
But Michael, it started from the time he checked in.
He on Cade Cunningham. And he'll take a seat as Tobias Harris will check in.
They've become in just the idea of them contending. It's real and they feel it.
But Austin, I think the feel in this building, both these teams understood how important this game is to them, just from a statement perspective.
I think the refs so far are doing a good job letting them play with their hands. They know this is going to be a physical game with 2 physical teams. Let these boys play.
Harris looking to go to work. Bumped by Johnson.
Every drive is a bump.
Here's LeVert. Step back, Jay. Money.
This is an easy shot right there. That was good defense by the Spurs. And Karis LeVert, who's had more success from 3 compared to 2 over the last couple games, gets a tough 2 to fall.
Harrison Barnes in the corner, well off the mark.
They don't think he had his hands on that one properly. Listen, this is like 20 to 20. We're playing at 21. I mean, that's the type of game.
Good hand by Champagne to knock it out of bounds.
Taking away a little bit more. He felt like he's getting there a little much. We'll see if they can make Fox go to his right.
Peacock NBA Monday. Pistons Spurs here. Second quarter underway. Shot clock winding down on Cunningham. Inside to Reed, and he's fouled on the interior. Pistons 14-6 versus the Western Conference this season. Cunningham blocked by Carter Bryant.
Great defense. I love Carter Bryant's game as well.
Bryant to a cutting Johnson. Johnson with the finish.
Great patience by Johnson there. Keeping the ball high. Tough little finish for him.
Austin, you think about Carter Bryant, all the things that the NBA prioritizes on the wing. He's got a chance to be really good.
Devontae Green can't hit from downtown.
They'll live with that. He's a capable shooter, but I kind of like when he kind of just lets it come to him, get an open look.
Devontae Green, one of his last 10 from 3 now, so it's not like he's been shooting great.
That's the point. He kind of shot behind a screen there. I don't mind if he's running in transition and gets an open look.
Spurs 14-3 versus the Eastern Conference this year. Again, they're winners of their last 8. De'Aaron Fox partially blocked by LeVert.
And LeVert was really overplaying that left there. It's kind of what we heard in the huddle. Now a run out.
LeVert, 3-ball. No from the corner, and rebound picked up by Barnes, surrounded by black jerseys. And Fox finds Bryant.
Pretty good transition defense by Detroit to get back. Then they mugged him.
Pistons squad in a 7-game series.
Better be ready for a fist fight.
And we got an offensive foul.
Tell him to keep his hands off him. That's a big dude too, man. That's the thing about these Spurs. They got wings that are strong, big.
Nice pocket pass. Reed! The athletic finish.
The pass from Cade Cunningham. And you get Paul Reed getting out of there quickly. We've talked about it plenty. That two-man game really effective for the Pistons.
Third assist of the night for Cunningham. He's second in the NBA in assists per game. The ball rotates to Bryant. Bryant from deep.
This is a guy who plays 30 minutes on most teams in the NBA. Just at his position, just happens to have Castle, who's a stud, and some other guys who have a little bit more experience, but it's a good opportunity for him. He's getting some good minutes. He's a big-time talent.
Long rebound to Champagnie. Champagnie inside, no. Johnson blocked from behind by Cunningham, and Castle to work it in. We're tied at 29, and it's a 5-second violation. Cunningham, blow by, and the finish.
With Wemby off the floor, now's the time. And that's a heck of a play there. Cade Cunningham using the left and just getting to the body and finishing over the top.
Wembenyama will check in, next dead ball. Barnes all day, can't hit, and Holland showing the hustle.
He's had a heck
for both teams. I mean, look at Carter. I mean, he's playing with those hands. This is 90s basketball. Look at him, look at him. Look at Carter. I told you, there's going to get him.
You said he's going to play with all 6. That's a bad pass. LeVert recovers. LeVert over to Devontae Green. 3-ball, won't drop.
That's the one you shoot.
And Champagnie quickly to Castle. Castle got hit in the grill and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Active offensive rebounder. Get out there in transition. Like, I think honestly for a start, Thompson.
Castle misses both. Wembenyama the board and nearly put it in.
Got a couple go in and out.
Cunningham over to Holland. In the corner, LeVert can't hit. Holland the board and scores.
His effort has been fabulous tonight. He has, from the second he checked in.
So they're trying to get that same call that.
Cunningham, the cookies, clear for takeoff.
To maybe use a little bit of that court top screen, and they're going to look to attack him even more.
The physicality forced another turnover. Dern with a bad pass. Champagnie with the interception, and here's Wembenyama. Double comes. Harper on the drive, outside Champagnie. 3-ball corner pocket.
What a pass, though, from Dylan Harper.
Yes, it was.
He gets downhill, and then you draw that defense, and Champagnie's exactly who you want to set up.
And that was a vet move. A lot of young guards would have tried to shoot the floater or a mid-range jump shot. No, he uses that ability of his to get to the paint, draw the defense in, and then find the shooting those easy threes. It seems like Detroit is trying to play that style of basketball, and you don't want to get caught up into this hacka, physical play if it's not your brand.
Well, JB Bickerstaff was quick and concise. He was adamant that the breakdowns cannot happen of not finding Devin Vassell where they get too caught up in officiating the game. He says play through it, get right back, and find their shooters.
8 turnovers for the Pistons. Castle outside, Sampini, quick trigger, and rattles it home. Spurs back on top.
A very quick trigger. Him and Vassell right now carrying that three-point line, and these shots are timely and huge because it's just going to space that floor for guys like Harper, Castle, and of course Victor to get to that paint.
Often think about how hot Champagny has gotten at times on the year. 8 threes against Houston, 11 points. He can do that.
Thompson right in the chest of Wemby for 2.
I think you would like to see, Robbie, you'd agree, Asar sometimes has to, assert himself in this game a little bit more.
Yeah, be active as a cutter, get those drives where you got a full head of steam already going downhill with your momentum. He has to.
Oh, Castle!
Man, what an athlete. You kind of nailed it on the head, Robbie, just about his improvement. Coming off a Rookie of the Year, he had expectations, but he's just continued to just exceed that. Adding a little midi to his game, hitting some spot-up shots now. Obviously, that's still the next level.
Cunningham from deep.
Castle went under the handoff, and that was way too far removed, especially with the way that Cade has shot this ball from 3 over the last 4 games.
And it started with that screen. He got nailed on a screen to the point where he was unbalanced. At that point, had to climb under.
Cunningham in double figures with 10. Castle, beautiful ball fake, and the finish.
Yes, it was. Nice little look off there by Castle. He has a lot more tricks in that bag than people think.
Cunningham. Defended closely by Castle. Sees a double. Holland floats it up. Won't go. And Wemby again affecting everything.
You see every shot he's affecting. It is insane.
And a foul is called.
They almost didn't call that.
They play a different brand of physical basketball, but we're seeing the difference between these two teams in the early going. Vassell can't hit during the rebound. San Antonio by 2. Cunningham. And tossed it out, and Harper with the good hands.
The way that he can cover things up. A lot of times you see guys playing, it's obvious where the ball should go, but Victor Wembanyama, he makes that a little bit like calculus out there. Not so easy with him on the floor.
Harper looking to go to work. Cunningham won't let him go anywhere. Vassell now pull up in the lane, pure.
He's got a nice little rhythm going.
He's a big-time pull-up jump shooter. 49% on shots off the bounce from 2. But I love the fact there, San Antonio, multiple touches in the paint.
Thompson rises and connects.
There you go.
But he's got to keep working on there, Austin. That pull-up, we've seen Detroit plenty. He can make that shot. That would go a long way. Yeah,
start with the midi, work yourself back.
Fox nearly lost it. And a foul is called. Rock. Sizing up Robinson, crossover, can't hit the leg. That was a filthy cross. Cunningham split the defense, out to Robinson, electric slide into a 3.
It's just so under control, though. It's a great play from Cade, but the read by Duncan Robinson, shot fake 1 to the side, really well done.
Champagny opposite corner, good.
Man, he is red hot right now. Headed Vassell. Keeping this team alive. Starts with the dribble penetration. De'Aaron Fox doing a great job.
And get a little pushing now. Keldon Johnson